Hey guys, it's Ebony. I'm not here to do like a haul or an advice video. I'm just here to talk because right now human connection and the connection that we have with each other is more important now than ever. I'm sure we all have been experiencing some pretty troubling times during this time. I myself have been put at risk for having COVID-19. I don't believe I have it. I've not been tested. I don't think I do at all. But however, my great uncle in New York was tested positive for COVID-19. So please just keep me and my families in your prayers and your thoughts, whatever you believe in. But let's just take this time not just to keep those directly affected by COVID-19 uplifted in our prayers and our thoughts. Let's just start using this time to understand that we have to start caring about each other more as just humans. Even besides the face of a crisis, even after coronavirus is over, I hope we can still have this connection, this bond, and this connectivity, and this ability to feel and have compassion and empathy for each other. Because I believe that a time like this is no coincidence. I think it's here to show us the things that we're lacking in humanity: compassion, humanity itself, fairness, justice, and all of those things, and the ability to come together as human race, regardless of if we're Black, if we're white, if we're Asian, if we believe in Islam, if we believe in Christianity, because at the end of the day, we live on the same earth, walk the same walk, talk the same talk. We're humans. We're here together. We might as well be here for each other. And that's the way that I feel about it. And I feel like this time is going to teach us not just a lot of values. Not just a lot of lessons when it comes to healthcare and the things that we need to do in our health system around the world, but just humanity and morals and values, and teaching us the value of life and just what it means to exist. And gratefulness, thankfulness are two things that I think this is definitely going to teach a lot of people. Before this, we probably all hated school and work. I know I was proudly part of that club. I would give anything to be at school right now, sitting with my classmates, doing tests, doing work, knowing that it's all going to build up to the moment that I'm walking across the stage and able to hear the words, "Congratulations, class of 2020. You don't have to feel, disclaimer, you don't have to believe in COVID-19. You don't have to be sad about what's happening. You don't have to be optimistic. This is my channel. These are my feelings. So feel as you must, feel as you do. But I'm telling you, this is what I feel. If in any way, any shape or form that you feel that you don't want to hear my beliefs, don't come for me in the comments because I'm already turning them off. Just take your views elsewhere. I'm here to listen to people who want to listen. Listening isn't always about having something to say. It's sometimes just about listening and understanding the fact that we're all human and we are in this together. And we have to truly start understanding that. So on that note, that little rant that I had to go on there for a minute, I just had to let y'all little clapbackers know that we don't do the clapback over here. Okay? So we're just here to share our opinions. I have that right. So, I'm just here to talk about the good things in life, because I feel like this is teaching us to always look for the good things, because amidst a time as hard as this, sometimes it seems hard to find the good things. But one thing that I've definitely been slacking in, but definitely have been consistent with now, is a gratitude journal. You guys probably can't see it, but I just write down things of which I am thankful for every day. Sometimes it's one thing, sometimes it's a word, sometimes it's a page, it's a couple pages. It's just whatever. I feel like gratitude comes in many shapes, forms, and sizes. There's no limits on gratitude. But I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my life, the things that have been going on in my life, and the things that I'm thankful for. Good things, all good things. First is my teachers. Not just my teachers, but my counselors, having their compassion, having their support, and their uplifting, encouraging spirits during this time, even though they're going through this just like anyone else. They're making sure that they're doing what they can to protect us and to protect our not just physical being, but our mental health as well. And for sending us funny videos and being understanding when it comes to individual student situations, when it comes to internet connectivity, some that are not even my own. But just knowing that my fellow classmates have that compassion and understanding and willingness from our teachers just really restores my faith in humanity in a time in which humanity is really being tried. The ways in which I see the people coming together to support one another, not even just within the classroom, but outside of the classroom, and them extending their care to us as just common people and beyond school and just making sure, are we okay? And just showing acts of human kindness that I haven't seen in a while. So that's always refreshing to have that love and support from my different teachers. My grades are great right now. Speaking of school, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rub it in or like, but my grades are great right now. They've probably never been this good in a while, because let me tell you, senior year was a struggle bus for me. It was a struggle bus. Yeah. But my grades are great right now. I have very few B's, all A's and everything, and I'm getting my assignments, and I'm finding some joy in my schoolwork and the things that I'm doing every day. It doesn't just feel like I'm getting up to complete a cycle just to go to sleep and do it all over again. So yes, my grades are great, and I'm really happy about that. I was a recipient of the last dollar scholarship from Bennett College in Greensboro, North Carolina. So I received that letter, maybe it was Saturday or Sunday, in the mail, that in addition to my on-site acceptance to Bennett College, I was a recipient of the last dollar scholarship, which means that after all the other scholarships, grants, Pell Grants, anything else that I received from the institution itself or from other outside institutions, after all that is said and done and applied to the cost of tuition for the 2020 to 2021 school year, in which I would be a college freshman, I will have monies available ranging from amounts to $5,000 to $28,000 from Bennett College. So that means that basically my whole tuition will be covered by scholarships or grants. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. As long as I keep my grades up, I will have that scholarship every year that I'm in college. That will be anything. And if I happen to not get scholarships, then Bennett will, I believe, award me any amount from $5,000 to $28,000 depending on my grades, and I just assume other factors that come into play, assuming that I get no other financial awards. Glory to God when I say I got that scholarship, because y'all, I had been in a place in my life where I felt like, dang, there's really no money out for me to achieve any scholarships. I'm really gonna have to take out student loans. But I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I am, however, a woman of faith. God came up. He showed out. He came and showed up and showed out that day. He has just been blessing me, blessing upon blessing upon blessing. I can't speak for anybody else, but my faith in God has not proved futile. He has been showing up and showing out for me in this time. And he definitely showed out for that last dollar scholarship, because he knew that's what I needed at that point in time, because there was little to no hope for me that not going to college, not about not going to college, but when it came to having a scholarship to be able to not walk out of college with a tremendous amount of debt. He gave me a last dollar scholarship. He was able to impress it upon the people of Bennett College to bless me with a scholarship. And I was just extremely grateful, because I know that my family can't afford to just foot over $30,000 a year for me to have a college education. It just isn't going to happen. So either I have to get scholarships, do loans, or it's just not going to happen for me. And Bennett College came through and awarded your girl that scholarship. So yes, all glory to the King himself. I just want to talk about the basics. I have amazing family friends and an amazing boyfriend that I have that are always, all of them are here to play their very simple yet vital role in my life. It's just the people that keep me going and keep me remembering why I am the person that I am, because without each and every one of those individuals, I would not be the person that I am today. And that goes even to family members that are not living within my household. That goes to my boyfriend, who's here for me every day and does what he can to support me. And I'm just glad to have the relationship that I have with each and every one of them as far as family, friends, and my amazing boyfriend goes. So shout out to you guys. You guys are definitely what's keeping me strong. And I hope that I'm just as vital of an aspect to your life as well. I love y'all. This time has definitely been hard to be away from other distant family members and friends and away from just my normal everyday sway of life. But it has given me time, and it's given all of us time to think and better and reflect on ourselves and the life that we are living every day. I'm a person who believes in the universe, and I believe that COVID-19 was no accident. I believe there was a time for people to step back and just learn to exist without all of the complexities of life, and just learn to exist and understand how rich and how complex and how blessed we are to be in the states that we are in. Though this is not the most fortunate, there are people in worse situations than us right now, believe it or not, because life didn't just get bad with COVID-19. There's people who are dealing with COVID-19 and other life stressors on top of that. So every day that I wake up and I have breath in my body, food on my table, a roof over my head, and family members to keep me going, all praise be to God himself, because I know that it's only through him. My faith has only gotten stronger during this time. This has just reassured me that my journey to enlist my faith in God and in his power and his love and his care and his keeping is the best decision that I possibly could have made. I'm able to reflect on myself aside from my faith, aside from society, and just me. And I feel like coronavirus has done that for a lot of people. It's been able for us to step back from the involvings of the world, step back from everybody else, and tune in to yourself and learn who you are, and just spend that time that we need to start spending with ourselves a lot more. And I'm sorry if I seem like a little too much, but I'm really passionate about this kind of stuff, and I truly believe that. And you'll start to learn that when I'm really passionate about something, I tend to behave in those ways. But anyways, I feel like this is just giving me time to focus on myself and to start this YouTube channel and to further my blog and to become deeper into my studies and to be able to invest time to search for scholarships, be able to start working out, be able to start drinking water like I'm supposed to, be able to start sleeping like I'm supposed to have that one-on-one time with myself, because I cannot love or care for anybody else unless I do first for myself. So with that being said, shout out to the amazing first responders and frontline healthcare workers that we have, not just in America, but in other countries, that are doing their part to help make sure that everybody walks out of this as fortunate as they can, if it be in the will for them to do so. I want to say a big thank you to you guys, and I'm very thankful and grateful that you guys are willing to do this for us every day. I want to say thank you to myself included, the restaurant workers, the store workers, and everybody who are there every day to make sure that you guys have some sense of normalcy in your life. And I just hope that you can extend a thank you to one of those people in that group of people, because you don't understand the depth of importance. It doesn't seem like we have a lot right now, but we have a lot more than other people in other countries have, because we had more than they had before this COVID. So imagine what they have now, little to none. They don't have the luxury of going to Starbucks or going to McDonald's or going to Walmart and stuff like that. But we, by the grace of God and the goodness and the grace and the mercy of the people in our community, we still have the ability to do so. So I just hope that during this time, before, after, during COVID, that you can find a time to say thank you to somebody. Just simply say thank you. Another thing is that there have been simple yet very fulfilling success stories during this time. I tend to not watch the news as much because I don't want to constantly hear about all the deaths and the trend in the reporting of cases and how social distancing is going to keep on. But there have been a few stories which have touched my heart and restored my faith in humanity and the idea that everything is going to be okay. Our stories are not over yet. I was watching 7 News yesterday, and I heard a story about how a man and his family were a military family, and their wife had a blood immunodisease. They did not have a washer and dryer in the home in which they were living. So therefore, they had to go to the laundromat prior to COVID-19. The reason they halted their trips to the laundromat was because his wife has a blood immunodisease. And so if anybody in the house goes out and catches coronavirus, she is severely compromised, and they didn't want to take that chance. So 7 News and a lot of different appliance companies were able to come together and get that family a washer and dryer set. So that really touched my heart. It was really warm. Just look for those small things that bring you joy throughout the day. They don't have to be anything big. Sometimes they will be, sometimes they won't. It can be just as much as having your favorite snack without even knowing it was in the pantry. Just the little things that we can look for to make us happy. Another positive thing that's happening in my life right now is the fact that I have a lot of time to spend with family. Over my original spring break, I was able to go see my dad and hang out with a lot of my family members in Louisiana that I don't see on a day-to-day basis, and just reconnect and spend time with the people who matter most. And even now, as I just hit home with my 2 brothers, my mom and my grandmother, I'm able to just spend a lot more time and have a lot more meaningful conversations with people, not just about COVID-19, but about life in general, and just being able to connect with people feels really good, because most of the time it feels like we're just connecting on screens, and it may seem that way now more than ever, but I take this time to just connect with the people who are part of your everyday direct life and get to know them, because I feel like those are the people we end up being most distant with. So yeah, that's another positive thing in my life. Another one I'd say is that everyone is learning what it means to just exist and be happy. Something that I've wondered for a long time is, why does it take Forever 21, Fashion Nova, Pink, iPhones, trips to exotic lands and all these things to learn that we exist and to just be happy? I feel like we should just exist and be happy with the fact that we do exist, because life went on and people knew happiness before all of the complexities that we have in life now existed. And I feel like coronavirus is just another thing that's going to help us get back to that and understand that there's more to existence in life than expensive things and fancy trips and everything. Sometimes the best happiness that we can find is within ourselves and our soul existence and mere existence. That's just what I believe, but I believe it's able to teach everyone that and help them to see that in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like it's going to better us all to one extent or another. So yeah. The next thing is time with myself to do the things I want. I haven't been on much of a schedule since like the COVID-19 stay-at-home order that we've had, but I mean, I kind of appreciate that, because I feel like in life, it's like go, 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 go. Like you wake up, go to school, go to work, do your homework, do your chores, go to bed, and repeat until it's time for your weekend schedule. You wake up, eat Sunday breakfast, go to church, do some chores, run some errands, go to bed. I feel like life needs differences. I'm not saying that by any means that COVID-19 was the difference we needed. I just feel like sometimes it's nice to not have a routine and to be a little lax and just let life flow. And I've definitely been doing that. I wake up, I eat, I go back to sleep, watch some Netflix, scroll on Instagram, scroll on Facebook, record some YouTube videos, just kind of do whatever my heart is pulling me to do at that point in time. And it's actually been a really good experience for me. Not COVID-19, guys. When I say these have been great experiences, I'm not talking about coronavirus. Again, I personally have a family member who's been affected. I've been put at risk to be affected by this, so no. I'm not talking about coronavirus when I say these have been great times. I'm just talking about the individual happy experiences and happy times that I've managed to allow myself to have during this time period of COVID-19. Obviously there's a lot more happy things in my life. This was just the list that I happened to make today about the happy things that are happening in my life. And I thought I'd share this with you guys to just give you some inspiration to get up, get out, and be happy. And things, well, maybe not get out. That was a little insensitive. But just get up and be happy and look for the things that there are in life to be happy about. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find some sense of happiness in your life. When you do, you can leave me a list as long and short as you want in the comments below. I want you guys to start interacting with me. Yeah, just leave it in the comment below. What has made you guys happy and what is helping you get through these tough times. And we're going to get through this together. We are COVID strong. We are COVID ready. We're ready to take this on. We got this, guys. We are COVID strong. As much as it may seem, America and the rest of the world is COVID strong. We are doing the best we can. And the amount of humanity and connection that I'm seeing among people in this time is tremendous. It's heartwarming. I've never seen it in a long time. So, yeah. Peace.